Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play the Blues Brothers for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. We played our way through levels 26 through 30, and now we're going to play through the final 4 levels of the game. And that's not exactly how I'd like to do that, but I'll take it. You do want to make your way down. Be careful not to land on spikes as you do any of this. If you grab the cake and jump onto this platform, let it lower. Then watch out for the spike balls. I can still survive. No big. Now here I can just make a running jump to the next platform and I should be good. Wait for the next one to make its rotation. And again. And you should be able to do this. When you get over here, just get past the spike balls and the bug that's flying around. That's the easiest part of these 4 levels. 32, 33, and 34 are going to be a pain in the butt if you don't know what to do. So obviously, you need to get through the level. But here's the thing. While the gold jukebox is right there to the left of us, there are these breakable blocks, and we actually have to break them, while simultaneously making our way through the stage. So we're going to have to go forward, avoid the red lightning as we go, grab some records, come back, and carefully bring the jukebox down by carefully breaking blocks. Now you need to make your way through these little areas while breaking as few blocks as possible. That was not my best attempt. That was. Now we need to break the blocks around here. Perfect. And then we need to make our way down while collecting as many records as possible. Now here, break these blocks, then make your way across the boxes here with running jumps. And thankfully we took care of both of those things. And now we're going to make 4 instead of the usual 3. Thankfully, you have more than enough time to do this with. Now we're going to open our way through here and also crawl and run. Remember, saving records is a thing that you want to do. And you know what? I think I should just do it that way. And let's just get to here now. So yeah, if you don't break those blocks on the left end of the stage, that gold jukebox ain't going to be waiting for you. And you'll have to wait for time to run out or take damage to make this all happen again. Now, we have to do this again. This time, with not only the blocks that we have to break, but also oh dear. That was terrible. Okay, game. Pause so I can actually state my thoughts. You not only have to do what you did in the last stage with the jukebox, but you also have to be very careful what you're doing and how you're getting to places and what you're doing to get to places and how you're getting to places and everything. Because you will be playing around with the electricity switches to get around. You will be dealing with crushers again. That has made its way up there. I am glad. You don't want to get crushed because that's really bad. I was trying to turn around, game. What are you doing? Okay. Okay, that's up there. Now let's get over here. And let's watch what we're doing. Make jumps. Keep shooting. Shoot again. Make running jumps as you make your way up here. Do be mindful of what you are doing. Make sure you are also shooting the switch as you get through here. Now that's great, but I still need to shoot the switch and not get crushed. Or, actually no. That's not how I want to do that. Let's keep the electricity horizontal. And from here, I'm gonna wait for this crusher to make its way all the way up so I can run on the left and drop down without getting shocked. Now, we still have to stand on that to get the platter, the set of platters first of all. But we also have to bring our good friend the gold jukebox upwards. And I also need to watch what I'm doing regarding this thing. Okay, it's up there. Good thing I always have the brake 4 blocks. Or sometimes 5. Just to get something up there. Okay. And why'd I do that? And there's no checkpoint too, so You gotta be very careful what you're doing. So now we're gonna have to try again. And thankfully, I'll have more than enough of everything to work with. Alright. Get down there. Boom. Now to do this thing. Now to do the weird wraparound jumps. Okay. Thankfully, this level gives you more than enough time to do this with. Okay. We're not going to get crushed as long as we take our time. Let's take our time here, too. Perfect. All right. Wait for the crusher again. Do that dance, Elwood. Alright. So far, so good. And yes, you do have to stay on that block to get that set of records. I know it's annoying, but yeah, you actually have to do it. Alright. This is the hardest part of the whole deal. At least we got up there. And now we just need to worry about breaking these. And I want to get out of the way of the crusher. And let's do it this way from here on out. Now, let's not shoot here. Because if we shoot here, we will get hurt, and that hurt will cost us a life. So don't put yourself through it. Just give yourself some floor so you don't run into the red lightning. Grab the stacks of records. That way you have more than enough ammo to work with as you do all of this. And you should be good. We hope. Okay, you're exactly where I need you to be. Go ahead and break these. And then you can break these. And finally, you're out of stage 33. Plenty of time to spare. You will barely have enough time for stage 34, which is the last one. So you have 10 seconds to work with. Get away from the dodo birds. Grab the timer. If you know what you're doing, you can go ahead and get the timer above where the checkpoint is. But you're better off just heading straight forward. As for that egg, you want to jump clear over it once you see it and then just jump straight for the gold jukebox. I was going to explain what to do, but then the shrapnel from the egg that shoots out in 6 directions knocked me into the jukebox and ended the game a little earlier than I would have planned, but we have now beaten the Blues Brothers for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. We get to see whoever we played as zoomed in. We get to see a brick wall with a Blues Brothers poster and a gold jukebox. Then we see who worked on it. Kernel programming, Flynn. Oh, well, I'm not going to be able to read all that, but you easily could. I just wish the game was more specific as to who did what, because we're getting nothing but first names here. Thanks, Titus. Yeah, Titus made a few Blues Brothers games. Not only is there this one, but there's also the NES game that my sister and her friends played, that I saw for the first time back in the early 90s when Kelly brought my sister. Well, now you know what my sister's name is. Thanks, Watercress. My sister brought the NES over to Grandma's house down in West Virginia, and somebody brought in Blues Brothers, and I can never wrap my head around it. It definitely wasn't Mario. It played like it, but it wasn't it. Maybe I should play that one down the line. Anyway, not much to credits. I mean, you just see Jake and Elwood switch places while the color gradients change, and the credits go forth like a slideshow, and now they're just disappearing entirely, and the game says to be continued. But as far as I can tell, there wasn't really a Blues Brothers sequel. There really wasn't much else in terms of Blues Brothers games. I mean, there was this, there was the NES game, and, well, there was the Blues Brothers 2000 for the N64, and I'm pretty sure that was made by Titus. There was a Game Boy game. Blues Brothers also had a game on Amiga, Commodore 64, Amstrad CPC, Atari ST. But that's about it. There we go. Yeah, it really is a real game. Interesting. Well, I learned something after making this Let's Play. Anyway, might as well go ahead and give this game a mini review. Now that I've looked through my phone and wondered if the Blues Brothers 2000 FAQ was indeed a full game FAQ, and indeed it was a full game FAQ. Yeah, might as well go ahead and review it because it wouldn't be a Let's Play of mine without it. Graphics are pretty good. Everything's easily identifiable. I do like how you have a Chibi Jake and a Chibi Elwood that you can run around and jump and run and throw records with, and at least you can definitely know what you're doing. Music and sound definitely sounds like Blues Brothers music, albeit a little more poppy and a little more sped up. There's not a lot of music, but what's there is pretty good, and it doesn't annoy me too much. Play control and controls, didn't have much of a problem with it. I do like the variety in the levels. Some of them are just straight up run and gun. Other ones have puzzle elements, especially near the end with stages 32 and 33. I did like how those were handled. They didn't introduce the electrical force field switch toggle until late in the game, but what they did with it was pretty good, and they threw it in there late enough in the game that it didn't wear out its welcome. I feel like they did everything that they could have been able to do with the force field switches for the red lightning, as I like to call it, without making the levels super hard. The levels are thankfully beatable. And replay value, once you see what there is to see, you won't have much of a reason to play it again, but it is fun to play simultaneously with a friend. Just to see how quickly and how far you can go in two-player mode. And do I recommend this one? It's alright. Nice puzzle platforming action. Levels are varied. Controls are pretty responsive. I didn't have much of a problem with them, and I do like the puzzle elements that are there and how they're implemented at times. And the levels are pretty quick, but they aren't super hard either. So at least there's that. And if you like this one, you may like the NES version. That's definitely one I want to play down the line. Will that happen? Never say never. I think it could happen. But anyway, this has been Let's Play the Blues Brothers for Super Nintendo. Hopefully I will be back with another game. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be bad. Maybe it'll be somewhere in between. Who knows? Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and see y'all later!